Well, out here on some public land tonight. This is a brand new spot for me. I really hope there's going to be some bean fields back here that I can try to velvet film. If there's not, I do have a camera in case it's all corn back there, and I can set it up along the corn or whatever, maybe, if it looks good. But if nothing else, I'll go back here and scout. I think it could be a pretty decent spot just because this whole area is really big, but back here looks like a decent sized draw, more or less, not a big chunk of timber, and then there's plenty of food around it, so I'm hoping maybe it's an overlooked spot back in there. So anyway, we'll go check it out and I'll show you what I find. I just bumped a big buck and I couldn't get it on film for you guys. Fact is, I almost got him on film, but I don't think you'll be able to tell what he was. I didn't have the focus right. He bumped and he ran down this waterway in this cornfield here and got into the corn right before I could get on him. But he was big. I'm talking 150s, probably right around there, maybe more. Nice 10-pointer. I can't make this up. I got to within 5 yards of him before he noticed me, and I was going fast. I just got to this part right here, and it's a gap in the fence right in between these two cornfields. And there's a lane that I'm walking on, and I thought, well, maybe that'd be a good spot to put a camera, and he was literally standing in it. I mean, like, he was standing right here, and I was walking down this path here, and he ran right down this waterway down into the corn, and I just couldn't get on him. But I'm gonna mark it on the maps because that was a big deer. I'd kill that deer 10 days out of the week. Alright guys, now I'm going to give you a pro tip, and I want everybody to listen carefully. When you're walking through the woods, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick up a stick in the summertime when the bugs are out. Alright? You're going to want to be making small circles like this as you walk forward. And what this is going to allow you to do is walk through the woods without getting entangled in spider webs. That was the big tip of the day. Learned that one from my grandpa. He found that out mushroom hunting, and something that stuck with me. And noticed yesterday that I'm getting a lot of cobwebs in my cowboy hat. That's unacceptable. So what we have here is a spider. Now I'm going to show you. I kind of feel bad. This guy's got a pretty sweet web. But here's what you're going to do. You're just going to just right like that. See there? Easy solution. I'm good. I got a little bit of remains on me. Alright guys, today I'm checking a camera out here on some public land. I put this up at least a month and a half ago. It's been out a while, maybe close to 2 months now. Yeah. And this is a unit that we've hunted actually quite a bit. It's a pretty good place. And it's set up right in a fence gap that leads out to a bean field. And I mean the whole public land is bedding, so it's a nice fence gap. It might be too brushy. I'm hoping the car didn't fill up right away with brush moving in front of the camera. We'll check it out and see what we find. I'll probably show you guys. I think we have 4,500 pictures. It's a lot. Definitely not all deer. Alright guys, so that is actually going to wrap up the video. I tried to wrap it up in the field, but that was after I thought we didn't get any pictures on that card due to brush moving in front of the camera. So we got like 4,500 pictures, and I looked through it quick in the field and didn't really see anything. I saw like one buck, but just tons of pictures of nothing. So I ended up pulling the whole camera and was kind of discouraged. Went home, and what I did was just focus on the nighttime pictures, because that's when usually the wind dies down and that's when deer move the most. So I just focused on the nighttime pictures, didn't go through all of them, but I was able to find pictures, like way better pictures than I thought I was going to get. We have one buck that has to be pushing the Booner caliber. I mean, he's just a huge, like typical 12 point or something like that. Really long tines. Even his G4s, that's what really makes a buck like that, is even his G4s have to be 8-10 inches a piece. So he's pretty narrow, but has to be a Booner. So I was really pumped up when I saw that. And then another giant buck, just didn't get a good picture of him, and a couple of really good bucks that aren't quite the caliber of those, but would probably still be shooters. So I was really excited to see that, and they could move their pattern a little bit before this fall comes around, but that entire unit is just really good habitat, really good fall habitat. They'll have the same food and plenty of cover, and we have a little bit of experience with that unit, so I'm already trying to formulate a plan on how we can hunt these deer, because we have a pretty good idea of where they're bedding. And last October we were able to find a couple of hubs of scrapes near that bedding, and I'm just really excited to hunt it this fall. So I'll actually have an early muzzleloader tag, so with any luck we can go in there and shoot one of them before the pressure starts and before they move out. So I'm really excited, but thought I'd share those pictures and what we've been doing. That was kind of my late summer scouting on some public land. The night before, I actually didn't end up seeing any bucks while I was scouting the bean fields, other than the one that I bumped on the way in, and he was a huge buck as well. So he's definitely going to be living somewhere on that public this fall, and that might be somewhere where I hunt if I get time. So that was just a new area, another place to check out. But if you liked the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to see future content, and follow along. Maybe we can get this big crab claw, huge buck, whatever the heck he is. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.